A Libertarian candidate is also in the running. Tonight, Fox 5's Paul Yates talks to candidate John Monds.
The governor of Georgia should be a visionary, the CEO of the state that really sets the agenda and the tone for where the state is going and how we relate to the citizens.
John Monds has a vision for the state as a Libertarian candidate for governor. My
platform and the issues that really concern me are, first of all, tax reform and looking at alternatives besides just taxing the citizens for everything that government wants to do.
Mr. Monds is 44 from Cairo, Georgia. He has a degree in banking and finance from Morehouse College. How do you view your prospects in this race?
I'm excited.
He ran for the State Public Service Commission in 2008 and got 33% of the vote as the opponent of a Republican incumbent. There was no Democrat in the race.
Everyday folks are kind of, I'd say, upset about where government is taking the country. And I think that's a great opportunity.
What do you recommend? What would you do to address the state's big budget problems?
I truly feel that if you give people back more of their money, that will stimulate the economy. If you give small business owners, who are the bread and butter of our economy, if you give them the ability to go out and create business, that's the best way to stimulate the economy and take care of our budget problems.
What would you do as governor to see that financing is in place for the infrastructure that's needed in terms of transportation?
As a Libertarian, I'd like to say that we need to get the private sector more involved in roads, in transportation. Maybe we need to look at more toll roads that fund themselves from users. Maybe look at more privatization.
John Monds views education issues from the perspective of a stay-at-home father who says his primary job right now is to homeschool his 4 children. Do you support the use of vouchers?
Well, the problem I have with vouchers, once again, is what's the role of government? The good things that happen in private education and maybe homeschooling, if the government controls those funds, will that involvement have a negative impact on those means of education? So I'm very wary of having to run the money back through government, sending it up to Atlanta, and then giving it back to the people. Why don't we allow the people to keep the money that they have and they make and allow them to make these choices?
Paul Yates, Fox 5 News.
Now, the presence of Libertarian candidates has resulted in high-profile election runoffs in recent years. In the 2008 Public Service Commission race, Mr. Monds became the first Georgia Libertarian to break the 1 million vote mark.